Hey folks, welcome to the Assembled AI webinar. I'm John Wang, and I'm the CTO and co-founder of Assembled, and I'm incredibly excited today to talk to you about AI, to tell you about the launch of our new product, Assembled Assist, to give you a demo, and also to hear from some of our customers who have been using AI over the past few quarters and who have learned quite a lot about how to deploy it successfully. A few housekeeping notes before we begin. We're going to be recording this and send that recording to you afterwards so you can rewatch it or send it along, whatever you'd like to do. Number two, feel free to drop questions into the chat. We're going to be trying to answer as many questions as we can, as quickly as we can. So if you'll humor me, why don't we start off with where Assembled began? Assembled was founded by Ryan Wang, Brian Z, and I in 2018. And it came off of the work that we had done on customer support at Stripe. We worked on support tools at Stripe as engineers and as business people, and we realized how much complexity there actually is in support. We also were born from being surrounded by AI. Ryan, who's now our CEO, he was actually the first machine learning engineer at Stripe, and he reported up into this guy named Greg Brockman, who ended up co-founding OpenAI and creating ChatGPT. We've known a lot about AI for a really long time, and that's why we're so excited today to tell you about Assembled Assist, which is taking all of the best lessons that we've got from understanding support really, really well and understanding AI really, really well, and providing a product that we think is really going to make your agents more efficient and your support team more effective. What do we think is different about AI this time around? Well, AI is a very transformational technology. It's very, very new, but it is a technology. And so in order to deploy it, you can't just say, hi, I'm going to bring the system in, close my eyes, and hope it works. What we've tried to do is provide you with all the tools necessary to be able to see exactly how it's working, exactly what is happening, and any areas where it might not be working quite as well. So we really believe that in order to get the most out of your artificial intelligence, you need humans and data intelligence to combine and provide the best decisions possible. So we've built Assembled Assist off of one of our great strengths at Assembled, which is data intelligence and the ability to provide great metrics to you as quickly as possible. Everything that you'll see today in Assembled Assist is really built on that fact of giving you as much control as possible and giving you as many insights and visibility as we possibly can. And this is because we believe that most systems out there today don't do this. They only have you turn on AI and just hope for the best. We are trying to be completely metrics driven as to what's happening with your agents, what's happening with your automatically sent messages, where all of these things are going, what's your CSAT, how many messages have been sent, and how this changes your actual bottom line support metrics. All of these things really, really deeply ingrained and assembled from the workforce management and vendor management perspective. And we're really, really excited to bring that into the AI perspective. And we've seen that it actually really works. There's a lot of amazing metrics that we've seen from our existing customers and the customers who have piloted Assembled Assist with us. Huge increases in productivity from 20 to 50%. People have just gotten really, really good at answering tickets because of this change in AI. And we've also started to automate tickets. Some customers have seen 15 to 20% of their tickets get automated. One customer has even seen 50% of all customer support interactions be completely automated, which is really, really exciting for us. On the other end of the spectrum, though, we believe that quality and CSAT are really, really important and that you want to provide empathetic support. And we have still seen improvements and gains in that department. So with that, I'm actually going to hand it over to Caitlin, who's going to talk about how we're able to provide these amazing results and give you a quick demo. Caitlin, take it away.
Thanks, John. Hey, everyone. I'm Caitlin from Assembled. I'm going to walk you guys through a lightning fast demo. Let's dive in. I'm going to start us out in our assembled Zendesk instance. On the left-hand side, you'll see a question just came in about scheduling 300 agents. Now, on the right-hand side, you'll see the assembled app that you know and love. This is where the team can view their schedules and workforce metrics. Right when you get set up, we're going to integrate with your knowledge base, and you're going to get value right out of the gate. So this first step, the team can automatically ask questions and get responses from the help center or your knowledge base. They can also summarize the ticket, or we can write an initial greeting. Now, once we've gone through the integration process and have started to evaluate some of these responses that we're writing, the team will have access to draft a reply. Now, what we do when the team clicks draft a reply is we read the question on the left-hand side. So this is about scheduling. We sift through your knowledge base looking for relevant content. Then we overlay a style guide to write an actual reply. So this is not just searching content. You're writing a response here that the team can use to actually send to the customer. Now, of course, along the way, the team can make tweaks. So if there's anything off about the response, they, of course, can make edits here in the public reply. Now, the final stage is once you have responses that are really high quality, teams start to want to auto-populate here. They start to say, hey, I want the team to have this answer right out of the gate ready for them to edit. And sure enough, I actually want to auto-send. So at the highest level of confidence, you can start to auto-populate or auto-draft responses and auto-send. Now, you might be asking, how am I going to get that level of confidence in the replies? And that's where evaluations comes in. We track every single interaction with our product, and we visualize it in this page here. We allow you to indicate, was this answer correct, missing knowledge, incorrect? And then we provide you reporting to drive the confidence up. So for example, maybe you had a low performance day. This would actually be very high performing, but let's say you're at 50% one day. What was driving that? Maybe you drill in here on the right-hand side and you see that there's 10 to 20 missing knowledge questions. You can send that detail over to your knowledge management team and actually create additional knowledge to drive the confidence up. Great news. This knowledge base is probably going to be used for our product, plus potentially other products you have that are using your knowledge base for AI. So quality could go up all around. Now, the final bit that I want to show, John talked a lot about data and metrics. Of course, at Assembled, we care about this on the workforce side and on the assist side. We allow you to dive into the performance of our product heavily. So in this report, we're showing you all the usage of our product. Who is using the product? How much are they using it? What is the CSAT with our product and without? What is the average handle time with our product and without? All of this is here for you to gauge the value of our product for your team. I'm going to keep it at that for today, and I'm going to pass it on over to John.
Thanks, Caitlin. Really cool demo. And now I'm excited to pass it over to May Cromwell, who's going to be talking with a few of our customers who have been using Assist and bringing out to production with customers and with their agents. So I'll pass it over to May, who will be chatting with Joshua Tidley and Samara from Honeylove. Take it away.
Thank you both for taking the time to chat today. Really just excited to chat about our success and our partnership to date. So would love if you both could give a quick intro about yourself, a little bit just about what you do at your respective organizations, and then we can dive into it.
Great. Well, so I'm Samara. I'm with Honeylove. I'm one of our CX managers. And so in addition to, having a certain number of CX agents who report to me, I also oversee all of the content that we create, all of the internal resources that our entire team leans into. I also oversee our quality and assurance team as well. And, for the last year, I've had the pleasure of taking on, this AI assist called Cal and helping build that out for our team. So that's kind of my contribution to our CX team.
Awesome.
And hello, everybody. My name is Joshua from Tithely. We are a software company that serves 37,000 churches around the globe. I am in the strategic operations area within the customer experience department. We resource our customer experience team, success support, our fraud team with tooling needed to serve our churches very well. And so Cal has come alongside to improve our efficiency, and it's making a great impact.
Awesome. Great. Cool. With that, would love to jump into some questions with you both. Curious if you could tell me just a little bit about kind of what it looks like to bring an AI and assist tool to life.
Yeah, great question. So for us, I answer in a nutshell is great partnerships and people. Working with the Assemble team so closely just to align with Cal Assist to make sure it was meeting the needs of our company, our department, and the needs of our agents was so important. And we got to know the ins and outs of how our team and how Assemble team works in order to really identify, what tasks needed to be accomplished and how we could support in that. We had the same level of drive and communication was constant. I would say the biggest piece as well was you guys over there at Assembled, you just always approached our suggestions and ideas with such willingness and an open mind. Every once in a while, I'd come to our weekly meetings with like, hey, I might have a Hail Mary here. But the crew was always like, I like it. Let's see what we can do. And a huge breakthrough for us was really being able to expand beyond just our website FAQs of what Cal could read. And the moment we integrated Cal with the internal resources that our content team is continually updating was huge. I mean, we were off to the races in terms of our agent usage at that point. Cal being able to differentiate the difference from our internal resources to our external resources was a really, really, really big takeoff for us to bring that to life.
And I think would love to double click. Both of you kind of mentioned a bit about goals or metrics or quality that you're hoping to evaluate along with Cal. Can you tell me a little bit more about what specific goals or what metrics you were trying to achieve and what the strategy was there?
We focus Cal on agent assist. So Samara with some of that auto solving side. On the agent assist, I was looking at two categories of metrics. There's the drive I'm going to put in category, and then there's the monitor. So in the drive, I was really trying to drive the handle time, the reducing the time it takes to solve a customer ticket, and then the number of solves per agent. So handle time to solves per agent. I wanted to see those metrics change. On the monitor side, to make sure there wasn't any impact down the line, I was looking at our customer listening channels, CSAT, customer reference scoring, and issue resolution to make sure the quality of responses weren't relating to a difference in issue resolution.
I think Honeylove demonstrated like a really great kind of crawl, walk, run approach when it came to really first just super focused on Assembled Assist. And then once you got a lot of that confidence, and that really high quality, eventually evolving to even automations and auto sends. Can you tell me a little bit about like that journey in your words and what that looked like and how you knew you were ready to move to the next step?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, we're about a year into our journey now with Cal, and like you said, it was a bit of a crawl, walk, run, and really to get from crawling to walking. I touched on it a little bit, but the Cal Assist portion was phenomenal, pulling from the resources that it had, but all of the suggestions it was making to our agents internally, if we have customers reaching out, we want to make sure that we're helping them. And there's likely a good chance that what's on the website is going to be a little bit different than how we're going to handle case by case. And so the moment that we had that breakthrough of the Cal team saying, well, we got you, we're going to integrate with your all of your internal content, that was this walking, slow jog moment of getting the agents to buy in, because now all of those responses were so similar to what they would have said anyway, based off of how we train internally. And ultimately, to go into a running state, it's always going to feel a little scary to take that automation leap. Once we had 2 quarters of just straight up focusing on accuracy and agent usage. And once we were in mid to high 80s of that, it was almost, you had to take a leap. We just had to. The volume was increasing. And no matter where you are in that journey, it's always going to feel a little scary to take that leap into automation. But once you have that accuracy down pat and the team buy-in, close your eyes for a brief second, take the jump, and we're not looking back. This has been incredible. Yeah, we're ready to go from a run to a sprint, I'd say.
I think one piece I'd love to hear about from you, Josh, too, is just how long did it, what did the process look like? How long was it to kind of like implement and see value? Was that something that took weeks, months, years? What was that like?
We saw value with Cal within 4 weeks. We had been dabbling in some other tools, trying to iterate ones, find which one was going to make the most impact. We landed with Cal, and it was within a matter of 4 weeks, we started seeing that handle time go down, and we started seeing productivity or the solve tickets go up. It takes a few weeks I found for our team members to adopt it, to really get comfortable with it, to understand the why, to realize it was going to make them sound great. It really made them look good and sound great, made their productivity go up. So I would say within the first 4 weeks, we saw productivity improvement, May.
And I think double clicking into that too, like would love to hear a little bit more about how you brought your brand voice to life with Cal as well. So
like a lot of things we do, it's always a group effort. So we get our social brand folks involved, and we assure that when we were putting things together and just taking certain keywords that we use, taking our core values into consideration, and ensuring that even the emojis that we use and the way that he drafts responses, that the emojis are on brand, and all of that has gone into the style guide. But ultimately, it was a group effort across the board at Honeylove. There's a lot of folks on the team who are very passionate about ensuring that the style guide aligns with what we represent as well.
So we kept working with the Cal team, and in tweaking Cal, got it really close to what we're looking for. In fact, a lot of my team members, they say it made them better. If they're having a bad day, Cal just made it sound perfect. And so I would say that Cal's the tweaking of Cal and making it match our quality scorecard that we're looking after, it's right on point. It's empathetic. It identifies customer needs. It restates needs. It's all the things that we look for in a quality interaction with our team.
Awesome. That's super helpful. The other piece that I was like curious to hear about is maybe just talking a little bit about the success stories. So like, what are examples where Assembled Assist has really enabled, better, faster responses for your customers?
Yes. All right. So gosh, what success story, where to begin? But I would say our most recent one that comes to mind is for 3 weeks in a row now, I am incredibly excited to say that Cal has been our top ticket solver through the auto send emails. And that's just from taking on one very common case type. On the other side of that, because he has been our top ticket solver and taking on kind of those very common ticket types, it's allowed our agents to take on the more time-consuming, complex customer cases, and they're getting to those quicker in the queue than they ever were before. Additionally, just through using the Assist Help Me With My Ticket, the draft a reply feature, our agents' overall efficiency has improved, and naturally, they're increasing even their personal productivity goals.
Awesome.
my team members are very excited about how Cal is preloading things. We're preloading greetings. So when they open that ticket, it's ready to go. It's got the greeting back to the customer. It's restating their need because it can pull that out. It's empathizing with them, all things that they would do anyway. There's a true pronged approach to drafting. Cal can do its own research and draft a response. They can input their own human interpretation. Sometimes that's needed. And then it pulls the response back and drafts it. We've seen 25% reduction in the handle time, which, with 10,000 tickets is dramatic. 8% more tickets by team members every single week. And it makes our team members sound so good, so fast. So our customers have felt like they've been getting the same quality service as they have been, but we're doing it more efficiently.
As you kind of put yourself in shoes of other teams that maybe are looking to operationalize AI, whether it's through an assist tool, whether it's through automations, auto sending things, auto solving, just curious, like what lessons might you pass along? What advice would you have from your seats?
Yeah, that's a really wonderful question. So I'd say for us, you can't just sprinkle AI on things and have them magically work. You do need to dedicate some time and energy into really thinking about how this should work and continue to optimize it over time. It's a commitment, but it's ultimately massively ROI positive once you achieve those efficiency gains, and that only increases as you scale. But the other side of that, I would say getting buy-in from your team about the why. Josh, I know you touched on the why as well, and we're totally in agreement. The why behind using AI and how your agents fit into the future vision alongside that tool. You can always have them help with implementation, provide feedback and QA where appropriate to get additional buy-in and make it less scary.
Obviously, Assembled Assist is not our only product. I'm curious to hear a little bit about like what Assembled Assist plus workforce management means to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I've also very recently had the pleasure of being more involved on the workforce management side. So only, at the beginning of this quarter, we revamped entirely the way that we were staffing, thanks to the forecasting. And so we know that we have live channels for a 12-hour period, and we weren't necessarily optimizing with the people power that we have within those hours. And especially now that we have Cal automation, well, Cal can go all night long. Our people can't. We need rest. We need to eat, which is important. We want to have a healthy, happy team. And so thanks to the workforce side of that and being able to look at that forecasting in those hours, we've been able to staff appropriately while utilizing the automation side to ensure that our customers are not being left hanging. They're getting fast, accurate touches throughout an entire 24-hour period now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, workforce management, all about creating a reasonable workspace that's scheduled well for those fast responses. Pair Assembled workforce management with Cal was a match made in heaven because it's all about volumes coming in, volumes being solved. We're improving our agents' activity and productivity with Cal. Now we can do more with less. Now we can staff appropriately to that.
Wow, thank you.
Oh, it's great.
For everything. And Josh, it's such a great pleasure to meet you today.
Pleasure's mine, Samara. Thank you, May.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Josh, Samara, and May. Really cool to hear how you all have been using Assist and AI generally in the way that you are able to communicate with customers and the way that you're able to make agents more efficient and empower them.
That is all for the webinar. And thank you all for joining the webinar and listening in on our new product launch. If you want to contact us, if you want to learn more, if you want to just learn about different ways that you might be able to use AI, we're happy to be thought partners there for you. You can feel free to email me, John@assembledhq.com. You can go to our website which is linked below, and click to ask for a demo if you're interested in trying out and seeing more. Or you can feel free, if you're an existing customer, to reach out to our team to kind of talk more about Assist and see what it can do for you. And again, we'll be sending a recording along to you after this. Hope you all have a great day, and thanks for listening.